My name is Mariko, and I am a personal trainer in Edmonton, Alberta. And I'd like to share my warm-up for all of my virtual workouts for my clients who come to train in my home here in my home gym. And also for any workouts that you might be doing at home and you're not quite sure how to get the body warm and moving and juicy. So I'll show you what I do. We're going to start with diaphragmatic breathing. So laying on the floor, feet planted, knees up. We're going to inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. I like to put my hand on my chest and on my belly to provide some feedback to make sure that I'm really filling up my belly first and then my chest and using my diaphragm. So we're going to go for 3 breaths. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. I really try and get a longer breath every single time. So nice slow inhale through the nose. You're trying to get all of the air out of your lungs, and one more nice and slow. Great. From there, I do pelvic tilts. So for this, we are turning the glutes on, and I start by bringing my ribs down. So one way to check whether or not you've got your core engaged. So when relaxed, you should be able to stick your fingers under your ribs. It doesn't feel great, but you're still able to get your fingers under there. Once you think of drawing the ribs down and bracing the core, you're not going to be able to grab your ribs anymore. The muscle is now engaged. And we want that effort to be about a 3 out of 10. So just barely bringing those abs on. This part from the hips up is going to stay the same. From there, you're going to squeeze your glutes, your butt. Your hips are going to tilt up slightly, and then you're going to come back down. So squeeze, hips come off a little bit, come back down. You should not be feeling any pressure through the heels, so you're not pressing into the floor. And we're keeping those abs on. So sometimes it takes a little more practice to have one part solid and engaged while we're moving the other. And we're going to go for 10 reps. I'll just say classic personal trainer, 2 more reps. Great. From there, we're going to go into a glute bridge. So glute bridges will start the same. We bring the ribs down, engage the core, tilt the pelvis, glutes are on, and then you're going to press the hips straight up towards the ceiling. For foot placement, you want it to be so that at the very top of the movement, your knees are directly over your ankles. So we want to make sure we're not too close, not too far away. So ribs down, tuck, squeeze, press the hips up, and then we slowly lower down, thinking vertebrae by vertebrae, keeping those glutes on as long as possible. So core, tuck, press up, slowly come down. So for this movement, you also want to keep your chin nice and tucked. You should be able to look down your legs, making sure that our knees aren't coming out to the sides or falling in. We want to make sure that they're nice and straight out from our hips. We're going to go for 10 reps as well. For this one, 2 more, and make sure throughout these movements, we're not holding our breath. So just nice, slow, and controlled breathing. From there, we're going to go into what we call a Spiderman Pushup. So you're going to start at the top of your mat, inchworm out into a high plank. So inchworm means you're going to walk your hands out until they are directly under your shoulders. So our high plank position should include tucking the pelvis, glutes are on, squeezing that butt, and drawing the ribs down. So ideally, we will have a straight line from your shoulders to your ankles. From there, you're going to pick a side, and the leg is going to come to the outside of the shoulder. So depending on your flexibility, you can also drop that bottom leg down. From here, you're going to rotate your body towards the leg, arm reaches up to the ceiling, hand comes down. You're going to rotate away from the leg, hand comes down, back to that high plank position, and you repeat on the other side. So foot to the outside of the hand, rotate towards, hand comes down, away, hand comes down, high plank, walk it back. So another view from the front, inchworming out into that high plank position, foot to the outside of the shoulder, turn towards the leg, and you want to be making a straight line with the arms, so not trying to go too far back. Hand comes down, away from the leg, hand down, plank, other leg, towards, hand comes down, away, hand comes down. Walk the hands back, and we do it one more time. So inchworm, high plank, leg to the outside. If you're feeling extra flexy when you turn towards the leg, you can take this forearm, lower down, making sure we're still extending that back leg. Turn towards, hand comes down, away, high plank, other side, turn towards the leg, hand comes down, away, walk the hands back, and you're done. If you have any questions about any of these movements, please feel free to send me a message, leave a comment. Happy to help.